Hello everyone, I am Sika, the red dragon of redness, and I did the unthinkable last month in October. I decided to actually try to do an entire month of drawing every single day, and amazingly, I made it. I did it. I actually did a drawing every day. Now the focus was werewolves. I mean, not just werewolves. I mean, I did do a werewolf, but other weird creatures as well. Towards the end it became more like transformation, but that's cool, right? So let's look at the wonderful images I made. Oh, there's the werewolf. Our first victim was Ailus, who turned into a werewolf. He seems to like that his hand is ugly now, and is now shocked how he can no longer lick it without cutting his finger. Cutting his tongue with his claws. Next one, Ailus turns into a werebat, discovering that he can no longer play Sega Genesis games because he has no extra thumbs. He must now resort to just staring down at his fingers in shame. Here's Ailus as a kobold. This is why you don't mouth other dragons, because sometimes they'll be magicians dragons, and magician sorcerer dragons don't like to be mouthed, because if they get mouthed they turn into weird things. Serves them right. And this is a velociraptor. But not only the velociraptor, it's the grooviest velociraptor alive. This is some smuck who decided that touching random objects on the ground that look priceless would have no apparent effect to them. And now it does have apparent effect to them. And now he'll be doomed to haunt the mazes into the end times of the universe. Congratulations. This is a lucky guy turning into a noodle dragon. What's great about noodle dragons is that, as it says on the tin, they are noodles. And anything that is a noodle automatically makes it 5 times more awesome. This is a rhino. This is what happens when you go to a zoo and you forget your lines. So instead of writing a script, you try to do it for your head, and it's horrible. So you get turned into the exhibit and are forced to have something block your vision 24/7. This is a wyvern, or a dragon with wing arms, and his face is not showing. Unfortunate. With the magic of stretchy stretch. Woo! Oh wait. With the magic of stretchy stretch. Oh, forget it. You just don't get to see it. And this is what happens when you upset a wizard and step onto his lawn. And he says, "Get off my lawn," but you continue to stand on his lawn. You become a flamingo and make a nice decoration. This is what happens when you mock your dog and saying, "I'm going to walk myself today." When you do mock yourself today, you walk yourself today. So the question is, if he walks his dog, is he also walking himself as well? And the answer is, he's a good boy. And that's what happens when it turns green. Now this is what happens when you're horsing around on your phone. It just turned into a horse. I mean, it's that simple. Horsing around is dangerous and should never be done around sharp appliances, soft knives, and anything that's a fruit cake or a nut cake or any cakes whatsoever, unless it's behind someone. Then that cake is perfectly okay to turn into a horse when you're there. This is what happens when you become a bird. It's really cool. You should try it sometime. This is when you tell someone to see them later, and they forget to respond with the correct pun. So remember, if someone says you see you later, alligator, you better respond correctly, or you'll have to listen to this music that's playing in the background much longer. This is a sneak. A sneak, as everyone knows, is the greatest creature in the universe because it's sneaky and snaky. It also has a long body. It is pretty much a walking digestive system. And that's why sneaks are so cool. They rule out the middleman and just let you go to what you mostly want to do. Eating things. This is a Reshiram. And I think it's better than Zekrom. Bite me. Fight me. Come on. You know that that's the truth. It's not ideal, but it is the truth. Reshiram is better than Zekrom. This is what happens when you pray. No, actually, this is what happens when I can't figure out something out of my head because I didn't write a script. This is called a praying mantis. And I think he should not date anyone or get married, because bad things happen if you're a praying mantis and you get married. This is a shark. Now, fortunately, he can now join that really Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles ripoff show called Street Sharks, which actually was so bad it was good. Or was it so good it was bad? I can't remember. It's been like a century. I mean, since the age of time, pretty much when YouTube started. This is an awesome guy becoming an awesome orca and can balance on his tail. You have to be jealous of that. I mean, can you balance on your tail? I thought so. This is probably the worst drawing I've ever done in my life. It's supposed to be a werecat, but it looks like I smashed its face in with a hammer, and now it's wobbling aimlessly into a void of nothingness. This is a sauropod, which are really cool and have long necks. And anything that's a reptile or dinosaur is undeniably up in the god tier. So if you are a dinosaur, dragon, or anything that has scales, except a musician, just because you have scales doesn't count. You don't count because you the wrong type of scales. Don't try to pull that with me. I know where you're going on this. This is a Venus flytrap. I heard that they like to eat flies. I have nothing funny to say about this one. This is what you say when someone says, make like a tree and leaf. This is exactly what happens to you. You leaf and you become a tree. So be care of bad puns, especially dad puns. Especially the older the dad, the worse and more strong the pun is. It's some of the worst, oldest dad puns, which are called grandpa puns, will actually melt your brain and turn you into a stub. This is me when I do not have my coffee. I just can't handle all the legs. This fine specimen decided that spiders were awesome. But unfortunately, well, I don't know. Spiders are awesome. I don't know why people are so freaked out by spiders. They're so cute. They're like 5, 6, 7... I don't know how many eyes they have on their head, and those fuzzy little biter things on their face. I mean, how can you not love a spider? I mean, they're so hairy and fluffy. This is an owlbear. I can barely talk about it, but it is an owlbear, and if you run into one, you better hope that your run skill is rolls a D20 or something like that, and then plus and plus all those stats that I can't remember. And this is the greatest wyvern in history. His name is Bob. No, actually, it's Raphalos. I mean, if I had to be a video game dragon, it would definitely be Spyro, but after that, it would be this one. Because, I mean, look at him. He has, like, bird, dragon, and more dragon features. He's just one cool dude. Please don't kill him and make armor out of him, because it looks better on him than you. Sorry, that's the facts. This is a hungry hippo that's still searching for its crocodile love. Will you help this hippo find the crocodile love of its dreams? Call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And call now. Please have your credit card ready, because an Iresian prince really needs the money. This is a goat. There's nothing different, weird about this goat. It's just a normal, one-of-the-mill goat with udders. That's all it is. Nothing to see here, folks. This is a turtle fish, which I guess is in the Final Fantasy games, but I can't still remember the name for it to save my life, so I'm going to call it turtle fish to the end of time. This is Anubis, and he's just, but this is a new Anubis, so he's just starting his career as god of embalming and dead things, and he's just kind of shocked how awesome it is to, like, wrap people in bandages. This is a bad attempt at trying to draw a goblin. Roll initiative on suck. This is the second attempt of drawing a goblin, who now is having his pants fall off, which is how it should always be. Goblins' pants should always fall off in public. It's the essence and the true and the mark of a true goblin. This is an awesome dragon. It has wings. It's standing upright. It's gonna kick your booty. I mean, it's gonna kick your cake. So that's it. Well, that was my 30-day experience of drawing were creatures and transformations. I want to thank everyone that I had 18 people commission me to draw themselves as various creatures on the list. And I thank you very much for this, because it helped me pay for my tires for my car, which were like so old. I almost, when I was trying to stop in an intersection, I went right in the middle of it. That was exciting. So I kind of waited too long, because I'm a cheap trick.